Creep Show. Great movie. You should watch it. If you've never watched it, you should watch it. It's really good. Start the show. What's up, guys? Audience. Fears. Audience. Fears. Audience fears. And coffee first. In my new Jurassic Park mug, here's the first side. There's the second side. Yummy! Anyway, what's up? Well, guys, I haven't seen you in a little while. I took a couple days off. I took 2 days off for a rest, because sometimes I get burnt out, doing a stream. And I wanted to get some editing done, and I've just been working. So, it's a nice little break. Work's been doing good. Last night we had, what was it? It was either 39,000 or 40,000. Today I got some more editing done. I'm this close. To finishing the vlog. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm almost finished. By the way, I recently talked to Randall, and he wanted me to tell you guys. Now, I said this a little bit in the Discord, but I thought I should tell you guys because Randall wanted me to tell you. Because I said, hey, Randall, I said, not everybody, but some people have been asking, why don't you stream anymore? Why do you only make a video like here and there and here and there? Because it's been quite a long time since Randall has made some. And unfortunately, I've got some bad news. Well, bad news and good news. His mom has not been feeling well. I don't know all of the information. Randall didn't tell me everything. He just said, my mom is really not feeling well, John. I've been taking her to the hospital. I've been taking her to her doctor's visits. But again, it's not any of my business. I'm part of the fam. I'm like part of Randall's family because me and Randall are best friends, and Mrs. Brown is like a second mom, but really it's not any of my business what's going on, Like, Randall only tells me what he needs to tell me. So he just said, let's put it this way, John, my mom's not feeling well. And I said, fair enough, Randall. And he goes, I've been taking care of her. So that's one of the reasons why he hasn't been making a lot of content is he's been taking her, driving her to the hospital, driving her to her doctor's visit. So something's wrong. And he says, she has her good days, she has her bad days. And I said, okay. I said, fair enough, buddy. I said, hey, take care of your mom. The second reason he hasn't been making content, he said he's been kind of depressed about it, about his mom being so sick. And he hasn't been in a really creative mood. And I said, Randall, that's understandable. If your mom's sick and she's not feeling good, yeah, that would depress the hell out of me, and it would, and I would put the content to the side because your mom's more important. So those are the two reasons. He said, you can tell the fans that I don't know when I'm going to be making content again, but he said hopefully soon, and hopefully my mom gets better. And I said, Randall, me being a Christian guy, I definitely will pray for you and your mom. And then he said, oh, thanks, Fears. I appreciate that. So I hate to be the messenger. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what he wanted me to tell you guys. In a nutshell. So, yeah. Anyway, what else has been going on? I forgot to grab it. Hang on, let me grab it real quick. So, I bought a few movies off the list, and I'm going to scratch them off here later on in the show. And then, let's see here. I haven't got any fan mail in quite a while, so I want to hear from you guys. Only if you want to. I never force my fans, but I would really love to hear from you. So send a letter, and with some questions in it, and I'll respond on camera, or send me an unboxing, or send me a Lego build, or whatever you want to send. You can send pretty much anything within reason. You guys know, like, don't send any body parts or blood or whatever, but almost anything within reason. All right, so send it to this address, and this address is in the description, guys. 16745 Kagan's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. There we are. And I haven't went to a show in quite a while. Jeff, not to worry, buddy. I've been catching up on my videos. I'm going to come to one of Jeff's shows pretty soon. Jeff called me a couple days ago, and he was like, Fears, are you all right? And I said, I'm all right, man. I said, I've just been working, busy. I've been saving money up for my trip. I don't think I want to wait all the way till October, to meet. I'm an uncle now, so I want to meet my new nephew. You guys have seen a picture of him, little Shelton. He is adorable. He's adorable. So I want to meet him as soon as possible. Plus, I miss my mom. I miss my brother. I miss everybody. So I think I'm going to go visit them sooner than later. Sooner than later. But yeah. Anyway. So I think August is when I'm going to go see him. So yeah. So I marked these off. These are all the ones that I missed. So the next one I'm not missing. I'm not missing the Orlando show. Is one of my favorite shows that Jeff puts on. It's fantastic. If you guys are ever in the Orlando area, you got to check that one out. That one's amazing. And then I may go to the Tampa con in July. And that one's a 2-day con, but I'm definitely not missing. You guys know how much I love Star Wars. I'm not missing the August 3rd Star Wars convention, so I'm going to be at that one. So yeah, those are coming soon. If you guys want information, go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos on his website, FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com, and go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook, guys. You won't regret it. Buy a ticket, go to a show. They're pretty fun, as you guys can tell whenever I'm filming away. So yeah, I think that's all the updates. But yeah, it was a nice little break. I get burnt out sometimes, so I just watched a couple of movies. I bought a bunch of movies, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. And so I watched some movies, and then we had a surprise stream. I don't know if it was a Larry show or a Larry and Lantern combo show, but I got to go on that last night. Not the whole time, just, I don't know, maybe for an hour and a half. So that was nice. And then I had to mosey on off to work. All right, let's open up the chat here. And I'm just going to put the link in the Discord so everyone knows that I'm live. But good to see everybody again. We got a whole bunch of things to talk about and all that good stuff. Mosey on off to work. So let me just get the link. There we are. Let me grab the link because I don't know if Mr. Lantern showed it. Yo, Mr. Lantern, what's up? He says, yo, howdy, chat. And everybody, shout out to the chat. Well, thanks, Mr. Lantern. I really appreciate that. I'm just gonna put it in the Discord, Mr. Lantern. So just give me 1 second, and then you guys will have my full attention. Thank you, Mr. Lantern, for that super chat donation. I really appreciate that. So let me just put it in the video section so everyone knows that I'm live. Hope everybody's having a nice night. I almost didn't go live tonight. That's why the show is a little late. So yeah. Oh, looks like Mr. Lantern did it. That's all right. I'll do it again. There we are. Well, thanks, Mr. Lantern. I appreciate you already putting the link in. Yo! I am live, everyone. So come and hang out. Yeah, it was a pretty successful show. Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. And actually, I'm going to turn on my fan because it's a little hot outside. It has been raining for like 3 days straight. And well, I don't know about 3 days straight. It rains and then it stops for like an hour and then it started back again. It rained all day today for sure. So, which makes it 10 times hotter outside because of all the dew and all the condensation and all that crap. So, I got my AC going, but it's a little hot in here, so I'm going to turn on my fan. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm wearing my, check it out, Visions. I'm wearing my Godzilla shirt tonight. Hell yeah. Look, it's Godzilla! Hell yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, let's see. Mr. Lantern says, light it up all. Or like it. I thought you said light it. Like it up. Show some support. Well, thanks, Mr. Lantern. Connect to the channel. I appreciate that, Mr. Lantern. Vision says, all right now, y'all. You're welcome. Oh, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. I appreciate that, my friends. I really do. So anyway, I just wanted to get all the bad news out of the way before we start the show. So that's what's going on with Randall. Second bit of bad news. Well, it's bad news in the sense that, you know, I don't like when people harass other people online or when people harass me, but I got a giggle out of it. I was zero mad. I thought it was absolutely hysterical for some idiot to call me in the middle of the afternoon. It was like 2 in the afternoon, and I'm like, doesn't this moron have things better to do, you know? So apparently somebody linked me. Some idiots were on a show. I've never heard. It's the Mr. Aiden Super Show or something. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I don't know if Aiden's a troll, because Aiden really didn't say much in the show. It was 2 other idiots. The idiot that called me, I don't know that idiot's name. And then I was surprised Autistic Angel was on the show, so evidently she's a troll and a bitch. And the reason why I say that is she could have stopped it. I thought she was on our side, guys. She could have stopped it, but she encouraged it. So fuck you, Autistic Angel. You encouraged a psycho idiot to call me. So not only is she a bitch, but she's a troll. And the psycho idiot that called me, it's pretty psychotic. They were calling businesses, harassing businesses, which is not good. You shouldn't do that. And it's just immature. It's so immature. It's ridiculous. So they were calling businesses. Then they called Richie Wright, because Richie wrote me and sent me the Richie. I hope you don't mind if I out you, because me and Richie are we're pretty good friends. I have nothing against Richie, except for the money thing. Richie, you need to change that. Don't charge your fans money to say hello. Just let them say hello. Richie said, "Hey, Fears, this guy called me. This guy called you." And he called other businesses, and Richie said that he reported the channel, and I was like, I appreciate you doing that, Richie. I said, I don't know if you can get it down, buddy, but I said, if you can, try to get it down. He said, well, I'm going to report it, Fears. I went, all right, well, just do what you can do, buddy. So he reported it. I didn't report it, but Richie did. And, he was having a field day. But here's the thing. I didn't get mad. I thought it was so pathetic for an idiot to call me in the middle of the afternoon, 2 o'clock, and the moron used his real number. That's how much of an idiot he is. And I thought, all right, well, if you're going to give me your real number, I'll just call the police. I called the police, and they said, did he threaten you, sir? I said, no, he didn't threaten me. I said, he's just harassing me and other people. And they said, well, give us his number, and we'll try to do something. I don't know what they're going to do. Probably nothing. But I did make a police report, and I did. They just asked. Well, I didn't make it. They made it, and they just asked me a bunch of questions. And I was very compliant. I just said, he did this, he did this. No, he didn't do this. No, he didn't do that. Yes, he did do that. And then I just gave them the number, and they said, yeah, we'll look into it. And they said, we'll definitely call you back and let you know what we're going to do. And I said, okay. So either they're going to call me later on this week or this weekend. I don't really know when they're going to call me back. But I said, if you guys don't want to call me back, that's fine. I said, I'm just letting you know that a bunch of idiot trolls are doing this. And they shouldn't be doing it because it's not right to harass people. It's very childish. And I was like, you're grown people. I'm like, prank phone calling people is like something you do when you're 7 or 8 years old. I was like, really? And I even said it on the guy. I said it on the phone with the guy. I said, come on. I said, you don't want to be a bad guy, do you? I'm like, come on, man. I was not mad. I was laughing. Then he kept saying, yeah, I fucked Carrie. I was like, great. Good for you. And he's like, "Oh, Fears, you're jealous. You're jealous." I was like, "I am zero jealous." I'm like, "You can have Carrie." I said, "You really want those herpy lips on your dick?" I'm like, "Go for it, buddy. Go for it." And he's like, yeah, I fuck her every night, Fears. I fuck her every night. And I was like, good for you. I'm like, I'm not attracted to Carrie, zero whatsoever. I'm like, you can have at it. So he was trying to say all this stuff to like annoy me or like piss me off. I was laughing in the idiot's face. And I was like, I'll sit here all damn day and talk to you. And I guess I pinched a nerve, or I guess I got him a little mad, because for about 20, 30 seconds, he was real quiet. And I was like, what? Oh. You're gonna say something else? Oh, did I pinch a nerve? Am I getting to you? Oh, looks like I won that one, fucker. And then he kept doing his go-to lines. You're a coward, Fears. You're a coward. You're a coward. I'm like, so are you. And I challenged him. I'm like, show up at my door. Show up at my door. I'm like, I have no problem beating the shit out of you, because I'm not afraid of anyone. You guys know this. Many people have showed up at my house, and I've gave them what for, so I'm not afraid of anybody, I just thought it was so immature to do this. I was like, you're prank phone calling people, and you're prank phone calling businesses. I'm like, that's something an 8-year-old would do. Like, I stopped prank phone calling people ages ago. So I don't really blame Aiden, because Aiden was just kind of, I don't really know Aiden. I don't know his show. It seems like the two other idiots were doing a lot of the prank phone calling, not Aiden. But I didn't watch the entire show. I just watched the part that Richie time-stamped, where they were calling me and all that. Eventually, I stopped picking up, because I was like, well, I don't have time for this idiot, And he was like, yeah, you jerk off Randall. You jerk off Randall. I'm like, not really. And then he's like, yeah, you make out with Randall. I was like, I said, one, I haven't seen Randall in months. I said, two, I don't make out with my best friend. So he was saying a lot of crazy shit. I mean, really demented, crazy, psychotic shit. And plus, I think he's a psycho anyway, because you shouldn't, and autistic, Angel. That is so immature to harass people at their business while they're working, and then to harass a stranger, because they don't know me, I don't know them. I would never call and harass someone on the phone. That's just me. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. So, whoever you are, troll, you failed, because I was not mad. I was laughing. I literally sat on that couch and talked to the guy. I literally sat on that couch and talked to that guy for 25, 30 minutes. So, yeah. So, yeah. I thought he was an idiot. I thought he was hilarious. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, good for views. Not for me, Visions. Not for me. I don't want those type of views. I don't think Aiden should either. I don't think you should harass people. That's just me. I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe, but me, I would never call somebody up and harass someone for views. That's just me, though. You guys can do whatever you want, but you'll never see me doing that. Like, I think I want my content to stand on its own. Like, I make my videos, and then I do my live stream. I wouldn't be like, oh, man, what could I do? Oh, I'm going to call and harass someone. That's just not me. I would never do that, I try to be a nice guy to everybody, But some people online, as we all know, are not nice as me, So, yeah. So that's just me. That's just me. I highly doubt that, Jucifer, because I watched it. I doubt Aiden is the mastermind. I doubt it. If he is, then he's a troll too. But from what I watched, it didn't seem like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this the whole show. I just wanted to tell you guys what happened, and I had nothing to do with it except for when the idiot called me. I didn't want to be a part of it, and I sure did tell him off though. I sure did tell him off. So yeah. Well, I thought it was funny. He was trying to make me mad, and I was like, I'm not mad whatsoever. I'm like, it's pathetic for an idiot loser it was literally like 2:30 in the afternoon. I was watching a movie, and then I paused the movie, and I started cleaning my apartment, and I was vacuuming, and then the idiot called me. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So, I don't have any ill will against Aiden, because, again, I don't know Aiden, and from what I watched, I don't think he was the mastermind. I think it was Autistic Angel and the other idiot that I don't know his name called me. But it just seems, I'm like, don't you got anything better to do with your time? That's just me. So Visions, I hate to say it, it's not good for views. Or at least I don't think it's good for views. I would never do that. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Anyway, what's up, Russ? Good to see you. Exactly, Visions. Exactly. But he never will, because it would be the worst mistake he would ever make in his entire life if he actually showed up. So, yeah. So, anyway. But, yeah. I thought it was funny because I was like, this is so ridiculous. But, yeah. I thought it was stupid and funny. It was both. It was stupid and immature. But I was like, it's so funny. And I was like, I'll give him this. He's really trying to make me mad. But I just couldn't help but laugh. I was like, I'm not mad whatsoever. I'm like, you're wasting your time. You're not wasting my time. You're wasting your time. So, yeah. Anyway. What's up, Larry? Good to see you. Welcome back, Larry, to the panel. I almost said panel. Welcome, Larry, back to the chat. So, yeah. Visions says, that's right, y'all. Hell yeah, Visions. Hell yeah. Well, welcome, Larry, back. Good to see you. Yo, Mr. Lantern, he says, howdy, Larry Tate. So, yeah. Anyway, good to see everybody. Lantern says, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. That's right, Lantern. That's right. Lantern cannot wait for Christmas. It's a little early for that, Lantern, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Anyway, here's what I bought on my break. So on my break, and I'm going to tell you guys what I did on my Memorial Day. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. I said a prayer for all the veterans. I said a prayer for my dad because my dad was a veteran. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. I sure did. So, here's all the movies that I bought on Memorial Day. I got some new goodies. Visions, you already know which ones I got because I showed you the other night. But I'll show them again. I got Summer Rental, quite the classic, John Candy style. Really good movie. The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. So Visions, I promise, I won't watch this until I get the first one, because Visions said, oh, the first one's way better. He said the second one's pretty good, but he said the first one's a lot better. Finally found it, Visions. Basket case, hell yeah. I have the remake of this, and now I have the original. So I've watched the Adam Sandler remake. Now I've got the original with Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds, The Longest Yard. I've never seen the original. Can't wait to watch the original. Another horror movie classic, Rosemary's Baby. There you are. I don't know what this one's about, but it's got Ed Harris in it, and he was in The Abyss, and he was in Creepshow 1, and he's a great actor. And this one's Needful Things, another classic horror. So, or it seemed like it. It said classic horror in the description, so yeah. Then I bought a 6-part documentary series on Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I thought I had seen everything of Star Wars, and then I found this. So, yeah. So it's going to be nice to watch a 6-part documentary series, because I've watched a lot of things about Star Wars. I've watched a lot of Star Wars movies, but I've never seen that one. Then I got something called, I'm guessing it's another horror movie from the 80s, Link. Got that one. I've never heard of this one, but it's got Elizabeth Shue in it, and she's from Karate Kid 1, and then she's in the new Karate series, Cobra Kai, the new Cobra Kai series. So, and it looks like it's one of her first films, because she looks real young in that. So, I don't know if it is her first film, Maybe, I have no idea. And then last but certainly not least, you guys know how much I love Creepshow. There it is. I didn't know they made a television series. I wish it was season 1, but the only one that they had available at the store was season 4. But I plan on getting seasons 1, 2, and 3. So, there you are. So I bought all those. And let's see, what else did I do on my Memorial Day? I talked to my mom. My mom said that she wanted to go visit my dad on Memorial Day, so that's nice. She sent me a few pictures. She decorated my dad's grave beautifully with red ribbons and tons of American flags, and it looked really nice. And so I'm going to post the pictures soon. And then, let's see, what else did I do? I went on that live stream with my buddies, and I watched Summer Rental, and last night I finished up Forbidden Planet. I'm going to review Forbidden Planet tomorrow, because I've already got a bunch of things to review today. I thought I'll save this for tomorrow, so I watched Forbidden Planet yesterday, and then on Memorial Day I watched Buried, and I believe I watched Buried in this Summer Rental. This is quite a classic. Quite a classic. So yeah. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat here. So tonight we're going to be reviewing 3 movies. We're going to be doing Buried, John Candy's Summer Rental, and then Flight Plan. Flight Plan I watched days ago, and I just haven't got around to the review. So yeah. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Vision says he sounds delicious, Larry. I don't know what Visions is on about. I see some things never change. I don't know what you're on about, Larry. Let's see. No, Fears did not buy another man a Valentine's Day present. I don't know what the hell you're on about. That's weird, Russ. It's very weird. You're creeping me out. Russ says a lot of crazy shit. Let's see. Larry's having Michael Bauer on his channel soon when he calms down. Michael Bauer? Oh, that's awesome. How'd you pull that off, Larry? That's pretty sweet. I love Salute Your Shorts off of Nickelodeon. I've got his autograph. Michael Bauer's autograph is on my wall. It's over there. I have the whole cast that signed a little picture. That's over there. He signed right over here. Right there in the middle. Michael Bauer signed the DVD of the entire... there was 2 seasons. 2 seasons of Salute Your Shorts. So that's pretty cool. Well, hell yeah, Larry. I can't wait for that live. When you get him on, invite me on, because I would love to say hello. Larry says, way to ruin it, Vision. He didn't ruin anything, Larry. That's fucking awesome. If you pull that off, that's fucking awesome. Let's see. Larry, why are you always upset? Been watching Fears too much. That's a good question, Vision. Normally, I don't get upset. Normally, it takes a lot to get me upset. I mean, if people keep pushing my buttons, on occasion, you guys have seen me go nuts. But normally, I don't like to go nuts. Normally, I like to be happy-go-lucky Fears. That's usually how I like to do. So yeah. Larry says, because you and Lantern say you would join panel, you both lied. What? Lie about what? I don't think they lied. I don't think they lied. I told Visions I was going to go live like ages ago, Larry. But hey, if you want to do a live, as soon as I'm done, I'll jump on over to yours. I'm not stopping. If you want to do a live, go for it, Larry. So yeah. Larry, it's fine with me. You know, if you want to, he says, "Is it okay, Fears?" You're more than welcome to. If you want to do your own live, as soon as I get done, I'll jump on over. I'll come on over. So, yeah. You're more than welcome. Let me finish mine because I already started it up, and I'll be over there. I could join you two again, one-on-one. I'll be over there. It's up to you, Larry. It's up to you. If you want to say, if you want to stay, Larry, you're more than welcome. I don't think. I don't think Visions or Lantern was lying. I just decided to go streaming first. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, if you want to start your own, go for it. Go for it, buddy. Let me make sure I got all the chat. I didn't read it wrong, Larry. You said, is it okay? Let's see. You said, Larry is having Michael Bauer on his channel soon when he calms down. So, what do you mean, Visions? Are you mean when Larry calms down, or when is Michael Bauer pissed at something? I'm just curious. I'm kind of lost here. And then Larry says, "Way to ruin it," or "Why to ruin it, Visions?" I think you meant to say "Way to ruin it." Larry, why are you always upset? Been watching Fears too much. And then Larry said, because you and Lantern said you would join panel, you both lied. I don't think they lied. I just decided to go live first. And then Lantern said, did you tell Fears? He didn't tell me anything. I literally wrote Vision and said, hey, I think I'm going to go live. Because I hadn't been live in 2 days. And I thought, because I almost didn't go live. That's why I'm going live real quick. Real quick and real late. So, yeah. And then I timed out Russ because he was being weird. And you said, is it okay with Fears? It's okay, Larry. If you want to start up your own live, I'll be there later, man. And then you said I could join you two again, one-on-one. And then you said Lantern. Bukaki says salute your shorts. That's right, Bukaki. Did you watch that? I'm sure everybody watched that when we were kids. It was a great show. That was a good show. And I'd say my 4 top favorite Nickelodeon shows from back in the day: Salute Your Shorts, Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple, and then Hey Dude, where all those kids were working on not kids, all those teenagers were working on a dude ranch to get extra money, because they went to school during the off season, and then in the summertime they raised money, and they wanted to get some job experience, so they got a job at the dude ranch, and then they had all these wacky, crazy adventures at the dude ranch. So yeah, those were 4 of my favorite shows back then. So, yeah. Let's see. Bauer is pissed he can't get any acting jobs. Well, I mean, yeah, I now I'm not making fun of him, Bukaki. I have not seen him act in anything in quite a while. But, the last, big thing I saw him in was, it had Dan Aykroyd in it, and he played, the governor, and they were taken down all these aliens, a meteorite crashed to Earth, and then all this liquid ooze came pouring out of the meteorite, which birthed all these alien creatures. And David Duchovny, I think, was in it, and she's a real famous lady with red hair. She had a cameo in The Fugitive. I don't remember her name, but she was in it. And Michael Bauer was in that. And that's the last, but they made that movie, ages ago. So, I would love to interview him, too. That's awesome that Larry's going to interview him before me. I would love to interview Michael Bauer, because I love Salute Your Shorts. It was one of my favorite shows on Nickelodeon growing up. That's pretty cool that he has. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel, but that sucks that he can't get any jobs, Bukaki. But yeah, I used to watch it. See, there you go, Bukagi. It's a classic. It's a classic. Just retract my chat. Which one, Larry? Which one do you want me to retract? That's right, Bukaki. That's right. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. Which one do you want me to delete, Larry? Anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. I'm trying to think. What else did I do on my Memorial Day? I made some food. watched those movies, bought those movies, and then I hung out, on a live with my friends and stuff. So not a bad. And then I talked to my mom for about a half an hour, and she said she went to go visit my dad because my dad was in the Army for 10 years. He was an Army vet, So yeah. Larry says you can do it first. Oh, my stream first? Okay, Larry, cool. Yeah, man. I still got to go into work tonight, so once I'm done, I'll try to come into yours, Larry, for I don't know, a half an hour, and then I gotta mosey on off to work. So yeah, but you guys know I don't like starting my live with unpleasant stuff. But one, Randall wanted me to tell you guys all that stuff, and then two, since that recently happened, I don't even know any of those people that prank phone call me. I hope that's the end of it, because the guy didn't really get a rise out of me. I hope they don't continue to call. Now that I've said something, they probably will. I hope not. Knock on wood. I hope not, because it's just a waste of time, because I'm not going to pick up. And I try to silence my phone every time I go live. So, yeah. So, anyway. Well, real quick, let's mark some things off the list, shall we? Alex says, good to see you, too. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Larry says, no, the interview. I would love to. I haven't reached out to him, Larry. I should. I would love to interview him about his career and about Salute Your Shorts, because I've watched some of his YouTube videos. I don't get the whole toilet taco thing. That is a little weird. I would never eat food out of a toilet. That's me. I don't know why he does that, but he's a great actor. You know, I've enjoyed a lot of his movies, and then he was on one of my favorite Nickelodeon television shows. And if you guys have never watched Salute Your Shorts, it's a little outdated now because they made it in 1991, 1992, but when I was a kid, I never missed an episode. It sucks it only had 2 seasons, Bukaki. I wish it was so popular back then. I wish it would have had more seasons, but it only had 2 seasons. So yeah, anyway. All right, let's mark some things off the list, because I bought a few things on the list. So, Visions, we can say goodbye to Basket Case, because I bought it. So, let me just grab it. I think out of all of these, I think there's only 2 things. I think The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2 are on here, so I think that's on the list. This for sure is on the list. And I think maybe Rosemary's Baby's on the list. Anyway. So, let me look for Rosemary's Baby. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Repo Man, The Omega Man, Grizzly Adams, Heavy Metal Parking Lot. I still haven't found that one. Pixel told me about that one. Rolling Thunder, Robot Joux. I do want to get that one, Visions. You said you liked that one. I'm going to try to get that one. Whore. 1991. Just Whore. That was a recommendation from Lord Visions. Beyond, Booty Call, Castle Freak, Nostradamus, or that vampire guy. I've got the remake. I still need to get the 1922 one. The classic one. Randall told me to watch Mantis and Nightman and Sliders, BMX Bandits, Robo Vampire. I don't know who recommended that one. I can't remember. Phantom of Paradise. Let's see here. It's probably on the other side. Demons 2, Demons 3, Blood Hook. Blood Diner. Ah, shit. Return to Horror High, Life Force. It's probably on the other side. Let's see. Oh, great. Now Lantern bitches are live with a panel. Is Lantern live? Is he? Hang on. Is he really live, Larry? Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me have a look. Damn. Everyone's going live. Oh, wow. Let me have a look-see. So, if Lantern's live and I'm live, let's see. Let me check his channel. Mr. Lantern. Let's see here. No, Mr. Lantern is alive. I think Larry was pranking me. And then let's see, Larry Tate 26. Larry, I can't believe that live stayed on there. I thought you were just going to keep it running. You were so close. I'm telling you, because YouTube will only allow streamers. It sucks. It really sucks. If you go over 12 hours, so if you hit stop right at 12 hours, you're fine. If it's 12:01, 12:02, YouTube will take that stream down. And Larry stopped your stream. You stopped it at like 11 hours and 55 seconds. And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, so Larry, you had 5 minutes to spare. Because I was like, dude, if Larry does that big ass stream, I'm like, it'll suck if YouTube takes it down and all that hard work, all that hard work goes down the drain. And I was like, no. I'm like, fuck it, you got to stop your live. So yeah. Oh, wow. I'm surprised they let you keep that one up, Larry. That's a long one. That's got to be a record for the Larry Tate Show. Let me have a look. Larry, I think that's your longest one. Yeah, your very first live, Larry, was 1 hour and 19 minutes. Then your second one was 6 hours and 18 minutes, and then 6 hours and 17, 2 hours and 38 minutes, and then 52 minutes was the one that you did about me 2 days ago. And then the one that's called Free was 11 hours and 55 minutes. So that is a record. Larry's setting records on his channel. Hell yeah. So yeah. Oh man. Let's see. That's a record. Lantern says nope. They want you to join the panel. He's not live. Lantern is not live. Oh, I mean, I was just going by what Larry said. You guys are all over the map tonight. In the chat. Lantern's girlfriend, I said. Well, you didn't say that, Larry. You just said, oh, great, now Lantern's bitches are live. Never mind, you did. My bad. I just read, oh, great, Lantern. I got it. My bad. I misread it. I got it. I read the chat very quickly, Larry, because I try to keep up with everybody, so I apologize. I know you're laughing, Visions. I'm laughing too, buddy. I misread it. My bad. All right. So let me try and find Rosemary's Baby real quick. Which side was I on? So I think it's on this side. Let's see, Tales from the Hood, Barbarian, Nukem, The Park is Mine. Well, eventually, Visions. I did order The Park is Mine, so soon that'll be coming off the list. Thinner, Ruby, Mother, 2017, Edge of the Axe, The Hunted, Tales from the Crypt, 1972, which I really want to see. Trick or Treat, Suburbia, Maniac, Ghoulies, whatever the hell that is. Maniac Cop. Oh, there it is. Right at the very bottom. Rosemary's Baby. There you are. So that one's off the list. So Rosemary's Baby is off. And now Basket Case. I know for a fact Basket Case is on here. Because you guys have been telling me about it for ages. I just got to find it. Let's see. Dearest, Mommy Dearest, Goodfellas, Citizen Kane, Metal Massacre, Cabin Boy, Blood Harvest, Moontrap. Maybe I forgot to write it on here. I thought Basket Case is on here for sure. I just need to find it. Let's see here. Maybe it's on the other side. Time Tracks, Fire in the Sky, Evil Tunes. Maybe I forgot to write it on here, Visions. I thought Basket Case was on here. Maybe I forgot to write it. Let me have a look. I'm not trying to bore you guys. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. I typed it. Basket case. So I'm just going to scratch out basket case 1 because I wrote basket case 2 and 3. So basket case 1 is off the list. So I rewrote it. So I scratched out basket case and then 2 and 3, and then I wrote basket case 2 and 3. So I got 2 and 3 to go. So that's that. And now I need to find The Hills Have Eyes. And there you are. The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2. So I'm just going to scratch out number 2. So I just scratched out number 2 right there. So I need to get number 1. We're making progress. We are making progress. All right. There you are. Cool beans. Let me catch up with the chat here. Lantern says LOL, and then Vision says Lantern. All over the map. You're all over the globe. That's not true, Larry. That's not true. You guys are all over the map. You know? You guys are all over the map. Not me. I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's see. Elizabeth says bitchern? What's up, Liz? He puts on the wig and flirts with the boys in live stream chats. I don't know what the hell you're on about, Visions. What do you... I'm confused. What are you guys talking about? Who puts on a wig and who flirts with who? You guys are... exactly, Larry. They're all over the place. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, Elizabeth says, howdy, howdy again, Mr. Lantern. And then Vision says, nice. Yeah, Visions, I'm making some progress. Now I just need to sit down and watch them all, which I will. I try to watch at least one movie a night, you know. I finished Forbidden Planet today, so that's why I'm going to review it tomorrow. So, yeah. Because I already had 3 to review, and I was like, that should be enough, you know. Mr. Lantern says, nice. Hell yeah. So, Lantern, do you know what Visions is talking about? Or Visions, are you deliberately trying to confuse Fears? Because I'm like, who puts on a wig and who flirts with who in what live stream? Because I don't know what you guys are on about. But anyway. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Elizabeth says, Vision says sometimes Lantern is his own bitch. So Oh, okay. I gotcha. I didn't know what you were on about, Liz. Anyway, Liz, did you hear about all the... Liz, I know you're just getting here. Did you hear about all the crazy stuff that happened to me? Well, it wasn't that... It was a little crazy, because I don't think people should call businesses or complete strangers and harass them, but some idiot on some... I don't think Aiden's an idiot. I think the people that he had on his show were idiots. And for some reason, they love harassing businesses, and then they love harassing me. And the guy tried to annoy me, and I was like, well, you're failing miserably. And I must have talked to him, Liz, for at least 30 minutes. And I guess he finally gave up, because I was like, well, you're a fucking idiot. You're not going to get the best of Fears. That's never going to happen. He was like, admit it, Fears. Admit it, you're a coward. Admit it, you're a loser. I'm like, well, I'm not a coward. I'm not a loser. So I'm not going to admit that. And he's like, yeah, but I'm trying to annoy you, Fears. And I'm like, well, guess what, fucker? You're not annoying me. I'm laughing at your existence. I was literally laughing the whole time. I was like, this guy is I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's a fucking loser. I was straight up laughing the whole time. I was like, really? Really? This is all you got? Okay. So, yeah. I did hear you talking about it a little while ago. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, I said my piece on it, but... Wow. It was pretty fucking hilarious. Mr. Lantern says, hot cocoa first. Lantern, how many times do I have to tell you this? Fears has drinking hot cocoa sometimes in his life. But usually it's coffee, my friend. By the way, Liz, new mug, Jurassic Park. Hell yeah. I should have had this when I was doing the first build, which is, check it out, guys. So tonight, I'm going to try to finish the skull. But this is what we got so far. Let me grab it. This is what we got so far. But I don't think I'm going to keep it together. Now, I'm going to put it all together for the build. But I think what I'm going to do is, eventually, I just want to keep this. I just want to keep the footprint, and I'm going to put it up on my shelf by the other Jurassic Park, by the visitor center car, because I like this part the best. I mean, the skull is all right, but I like the footprint more. So once I have it all together, I'm going to take a photo of it, and I'll probably keep this part together, the footprint, and then disassemble the skull and just keep this. And I'm going to add some more gray pieces to this and put it on the shelf, because I'm only keeping my favorite builds up on the shelf. But just so the trolls, you don't think I completed the build, I'm going to complete the whole build, show you guys a photo, then I'll disassemble it. So yeah. Larry says, BUNG! That's right, y'all. Elizabeth says, nice mug. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Landon, you're way off. Landon says, thrilling 3. I already did all that. I already did it. Let's see. Elizabeth says, sounded like Richie was excited to help. I don't know if he was excited. He just said, hey, Fears, heads up. This is what this person is doing. And I was like, I appreciate it, Richie, but I'm like, I don't really care, because all the trolls know my number anyway. So I'm like, it's not like they let out a big secret, you know. So yeah. Anyway, that's what we got so far. So I mean, listen, nothing against the skull. The skull is cool. I just like the footprint more, because I think in almost, not every Jurassic Park movie, but almost every Jurassic Park movie, almost every single Jurassic Park movie has got either the T-Rex's footprint or that massive one from Jurassic World, where it's half T-Rex and half Raptor. You see the footprint in that one. And then if you don't see the footprint, you always see like a dinosaur egg hatching, or it's either a Tyrannosaurus egg hatching or it's a Raptor egg hatching. I would love to do a Lego build of like a dinosaur egg. That would be fucking cool, because I love Jurassic Park. But when I saw this, I was like, yeah, the skull's cool. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I know for a fact I'm keeping this together, the footprint. That's going on the shelf. I may keep this together for a while and put it on the shelf, and then maybe disassemble it and use these pieces for something else. Because I had Simba together for the longest time, and then I disassembled Simba, and I made a block of cheese out of Simba. Whenever I get some more yellow parts, I'm going to disassemble it and try and make a better block of cheese. So yeah. Anyway. So there we are. Alright, time for some reviews. Larry Tate says, nice! Let's see. Elizabeth says, what are you on about? Yeah, for real. Well, now I understand what you guys were talking about, but for the longest time, Visions and Larry were confusing the hell out of me. Once Larry explained it, I was like, okay, now I know what's going on. So yeah. But Larry, I'm not making fun of you. I was like, Lantern didn't lie. I'm like, I just went live first. So yeah. Can you play the Fears music for Lantern? Yeah, I'll play it a little bit. Hang on. I'll play it. Just for Lantern. There you go, Lantern. There you go, buddy. There you go. All right. Let's start with Summer Rental. Visions. I know you've seen this. Larry, Lantern, Elizabeth, everybody else in the chat. If you've never seen this, what are you doing? It's great. It's fucking great. I don't know if it's as good as The Great Outdoors. I think he did The Great Outdoors first, and then he did this. Let's see. When did he make this? 1985. I think The Great Outdoors was 1983, like the year that I was born. Let me look it up, though. Let me look it up. Thank God for Google. When was The Great Outdoors filmed? Oh, yeah. It was way after, so I actually got it wrong. He filmed this first, and then The Great Outdoors. It says The Great Outdoors movie was filmed from March 27th, 1987 to December 1987. The film was released at the beginning of 1988. So, I made a mistake. So, I thought this was after. So, it was this first, then The Great Outdoors. I'll be honest, I love this film. I love this film, everybody, but I like The Great Outdoors just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. This is still good. They're both about vacations. This one, he's so stressed out. He's an airline traffic controller, and he's been working the same job for like 12 years, and he just gets stressed out, and his boss is like, dude, you need a rest. You've been doing the same job for like 12 years. Take a rest. Either by yourself or take your family somewhere. Just, you need a rest. And then in The Great Outdoors, he just takes a vacation with his family to like the most shittiest log cabin. Like, the people sell him this cabin, say, oh yeah, it's the greatest cabin, you're going to have a great time. And he gets there, and everything that can go wrong in the woods does go wrong in the woods, which makes it hilarious. And Dan Aykroyd is in The Great Outdoors. I wish Dan Aykroyd would have been in this, but John Candy is hilarious in both. So, yeah. So, let's start with this, shall we? Lantern says, yeah, woo! And he says, there you go, Lantern. That was perfect, Lantern. That was spot on, my friend. That was spot on. Lantern, you can do that in your show if you want. You know, I don't have the patent on the yeah, woo. I do it every once in a while for my show. So, yeah. All right, here we go. The Great Summer Rental. Now, I'm going to say it like this. It's a good movie, but again, like I said, I like The Great Outdoors more. I would give The Great Outdoors for sure a 9 out of 10. I like Summer Rental, but not as much as The Great Outdoors. So, I'm going to give it a B+. It's still a fantastic movie. You guys should totally check it out. I highly recommend it. I'm going to give it an 8.9 out of 10. So a B+. A B+. I do recommend it. I do recommend it. Classic comedy. Very funny. Very funny. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that plays the old man in Dodgeball, the guy that trains the dodgeball team in Dodgeball, he's also in RoboCop 3. He's also in this, and he plays Scully. And I don't remember the guy's name, but he's in it. So the guy from RoboCop 3 and the old guy with the flowing long mustache, that guy from, I don't know, I think he shaved his mustache. He had a mustache, I think, in RoboCop 3, but I think he shaved his mustache for Dodgeball. The old guy that plays the Dodgeball coach. He plays Scully, and he's kind of like this pirate kind of guy in it, and there's some funny scenes, so it's going to be hard to pick my two favorite scenes, but I shall do my very best. All right, funny scene number 1. Probably when he puts a hole in that douchebag's boat, and he's like, "You put a hole in my boat." He goes, "I'm gonna get you, you renter. I'm gonna get you." And we all know who that is. Richard Karn. He played in Rambo. Visions. He played in Rambo 1, 2, and 3. He played the Colonel. Rambo! Rambo, don't do it! Nothing is over! Nothing! You don't just turn it off! That fucking guy. That guy. So, Richard Karn was in it. I think that's how you say his name. Hang on. Richard... It's C-R-E-N-N-A. Richard Carney. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I mispronounced his name, I apologize. But that guy. So, the guy from Rambo. The guy from Rambo's in it. Hell yeah. And I didn't know that guy could be funny. You know what I'm saying? Vision's like, he plays a real big colonel like, Rambo, don't do it. And he's super serious in that, you know? So for him to play kind of a funny guy, and he was also in Hot Shots Part... I think he was in Hot Shots Part 1 or Hot Shot Part Deuce. Richard Karn's in that, I believe. So yeah. Sounds like, alright, like Rip Torn. No, it doesn't, Visions. No, it's not. The guy from Rambo's in it. So probably when this guy, and actually that's the actual scene. So that's right before he puts a hole in the Richard Karn's boat. He's like, "You put a hole in my boat. I'm gonna get you, you renter. I'm gonna get you. You know, I'm gonna get payback's a bitch." And then he goes, "Hey, I've got my son in the boat," and he goes, "Shit for brains." So it was a funny scene. So my first favorite scene is the hole in the boat. So hole in the boat. Again, it's going to be hard to pick two because there's a lot of funny scenes in this movie, and it's fucking hilarious. Another one is they accidentally pick the wrong house. Like, they think that they're renting this house, and all of a sudden a black family shows up, and he knocks on the door, and he thinks it's like a burglar. So he grabs a statue, and he opens up the door, and he's like, "Freeze, asshole!" And then the black guy's like, No, please. He goes, don't hurt me or don't hurt my children. Take whatever you want out of the apartment. Just, don't harm my family. And then he's like, "I won't." And then the guy's like, "May I ask who you are, sir?" And he goes, "Who the hell are we? We're the three fucking bears. Who the hell are you?" And he's like, "I rented this house." And he's like, "Well, look, Dan." He goes, I rented this house for the whole month, so I don't know what the hell you're on about." And he's like, "Can I see your bill?" And he's like, "You want to see my bill? Fine, you can see my bill." And he grabs the bill, and he's like, "Yeah, Jack, $2,000 for a month." And he's like, "Sir, this is 415 Beach Lane. You're supposed to be on 415 Beach Avenue." And he's like, it's great. It just zooms up on John Candy's face, and he's like, "Ah, I see." And then he hands he goes, "This must be yours." And he hands the statue over to the fucking guy. That's probably my second favorite scene. So, non-burglars come to the house. But it's I'm telling you, Visions, everybody else, it's the delivery. He's like, the door flies open, "Freeze, assholes!" That's fucking hilarious. I must have rewound it at least twice. It was hysterical. Because I've seen this movie before, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so I forgot about that scene, and so I had to rewind it. It was pretty funny. So, those are my two favorite scenes. The ending is great. For anyone that hasn't seen it, I'm not going to ruin it, but watch it. It's great. The ending is fantastic. The ending is amazing. They filmed it in Georgia and Florida. Florida, so filmed in Georgia and Florida. And I had to look it up. They made up a fake Florida city. In the movie, they drive to Citrus Cove, Florida, and I looked it up because I was like, that sounds like a real Florida city, and it's not. It's not. But it sounds like, hey, Citrus. It's either Citrus, Florida, or Citrus Cove, or something like. Hang on, let me look it up. I can't remember what the little town is. Let's see. In summer rental, what is the Florida city they go to? It's like something Cove. I can't remember. Citrus Cove. Yeah. So it says, in the movie Summer Rental, the fictional Florida city that the Chesters travel to for their vacation is called Citrus Cove. The filming locations of the movie included St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, and then Atlanta, Georgia. So they filmed in Orlando. They filmed in St. Petersburg, Florida, which I've been to St. Petersburg once in my life. It's a really cool city in Florida. And I've been to Atlanta once in my life, a long time ago. So yeah, and they also filmed a lot of The Walking Dead in Atlanta, Georgia, or a lot of it. I don't know if they filmed all of The Walking Dead in Atlanta, Georgia, but they filmed a lot of it. So yeah. So I looked it up whenever I watched the movie. After the movie, I was like, that sounds like a real city in Florida. It wasn't, but it's got a name like, wow, that sounds like a nice place to travel to. Citrus Cove, Florida. And really, they filmed in Orlando, they filmed in St. Petersburg, and then they filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, because I think that's where the actor, or the character, Jack Chester, is from. He works at the Atlanta, Georgia airport, and he gets all stressed out, and his boss is like, Jack, you've been working 12 years. You need a rest. He goes, you're burnt out. He goes, take it. He goes, take 2-3 weeks off as long as you need. And that's where the adventure begins, my friends. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny movie. I highly recommend it. So, yeah. Yo, Bo Seamus, what's up? Fears, have you decided who you're going to ship your foil ball to? Oh, I'm keeping it, man. I'd like to be included in the raffle. Listen, Bo Seamus, you can have all the hair you want. I told you, in a year, if Lantern does not give you some hair, I will snip some off and I will mail it to you, my friend. But I'm keeping my foil ball. Let's see. Vision says Rip Torn is the name of the actor. Is it Visions? I could be wrong. If it is, then I owe you an apology, my friend. It's not that I didn't believe you. I thought you were joking around again. So yeah, filmed in Georgia and in Florida. And what else was I gonna put down? I did some research. It was his first starring role, because he had been in other movies, but he's the main centerpiece in this film. Like, normally the movies he did before, John Candy always played like the best friend or the buddy type of guy, but they never focused on just him. He plays Jack Chester, and he's the main character of this film. So it was his first. It was his first starring role. So yeah, as like the main actor, first starring role. I don't know if you guys knew this too. I love John Candy. I wish he wouldn't have died. He's a great actor. Harold Ramis wanted John Candy to play Rick Moranis' role in Ghostbusters, and he didn't really understand the nerdy kind of character. He's like, I don't know how to play this, and he kept giving suggestions, and Ivan Reitman and Harold Ramis is like, we just want you to play the most nerdiest guy ever. He goes, Louis Tully is like the nerdiest guy. He's an accountant. All he cares about is his accounting. And eventually we're going to make Louis the lawyer and a slash accountant for the Ghostbusters in Ghostbusters 2. Because in Ghostbusters 2, he's still an accountant, but he gets his lawyer degree at night school, and then he becomes the Ghostbusters accountant slash lawyer. And he's like, you know what, guys? I'm just going to pass. I bet John Candy feels dumb for passing Ghostbusters because it's one of the greatest fucking comedies alive, Ghostbusters. I would give anything. I would chop off my fucking arm to be in a Ghostbuster sequel. Yo, what's up, Joey? Joey says there's a Citrus Cove neighborhood. Maybe. I have no idea, Joey. I have no idea. Let's see. Vision says, foiled again, Seamus. Yeah, but I never promised Seamus the foil ball. I always intended to keep the foil ball. Let's see. What's your question, Mr. Lantern? Is it about foil balls? Nope. It's about hair, Seamus. Is it about hair? Is it about hair, Seamus? I swear. I swear. So, yeah. Oh, that's all right, Alex. That's all right. So, yeah. So, yeah, that was his first starring role. So, I do recommend it, but I think The Great Outdoors is 10 times better. Like I said, I would give The Great Outdoors John Candy movie a 9 out of 10 for sure. This gets an 8.9 out of 10. Still good. I still recommend it. It's still funny as hell, but totally check it out. I just think The Great Outdoors is just a smidge better. So, yeah. There we are. I do. Every day, Mr. Lantern, do you want me to send you more? Lantern, can you call in? I can call Lantern. I can give him a call, Larry. That's not a problem. I can give him a call right now. But yeah, I think you're right, Vision. I think you're right on that guy's name. I don't know his name, but he played Scully. He played Scully in Summer Rental, and it's one of his greatest roles. He plays a great kind of like best friend slash pirate guy in Summer Rental, and he owns the restaurant and all that. That's another good scene where they're like, "Oh, can you recommend like any specials?" And he's like, "Sure can, me dear." And he goes, "You all want Scully's Catch of the Day?" And then they're like, "Oh, what is that? That sounds good. What is it?" And he goes, "It's fresh Gruber, finely breaded." And he's essentially just describing fish sticks, but he makes it sound like really luxurious, like it's fresh grouper fish, nicely sautéed and, breaded to a golden brown. And then like Jack's all like, "We'll take 5." And he's like, "5 Scully's Catch of the Day." And then it cuts to a guy in the kitchen pulling out, it says Aunt Martha's like fish sticks or some shit. And I started losing my mind. So I'm like, essentially, you're just bullshitting and ripping these fucking people off. And you're just going to sell them fish sticks, essentially. But that's what makes the scene, that's what makes it fucking hilarious. So yeah. That was another good scene. I almost wrote that one down, but I like the 2 other scenes a lot better. So yeah. Larry, I don't know what you want me to say to Mr. Lantern, but you want me to call in, so I'll give him a call. Yo, Lantern, what's up?
What's that?
How you been?
Yeah, about you.
I don't know what Larry wanted me to say. He said, "Hey, can Lantern call in?" And I was like, you know what? I'll just call Lantern. So yeah. Did you have fun on? Now, was it your show or was it you and Larry doing a collab show last night?
Me and Larry did a collab show.
It was a collab show because I didn't.
Yeah, Larry fell asleep. The stream running last night. It didn't end.
It was. Yeah, he didn't let it end, and I thought YouTube was not gonna allow him to keep it up because remember, like, you can only go about 12 hours, and then YouTube like says and they take it down. But Larry made the cut, Lantern. I woke up, after I had a nap when I got off of work, and I looked I thought, I bet you they took Larry's stream down. And I wanted to see after work if it was still going live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I looked up and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, Larry had 5 minutes to spare. He stopped the live at 11 hours and 55 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, 11 hours and 55 minutes, excuse me. So I was like, damn, he had 5 minutes to spare. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So, because I was like, well, I don't want Larry not to keep that fucking live up because I was like, he put so much time and effort into it. I'm like, well, the fans don't want it to go to waste. I sure as hell don't want it to go to waste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what have you been doing all day? You been eating that hamburger helper?
Yeah.
Did you have it for lunch? Did you have it for lunch or dinner?
Supper.
I knew it. Now, what flavor, Lantern? What flavor?
Let's see. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti flavored?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Lantern, that's the reason why you're shitting your ass off. Every time you do a live, you're eating too much of that hamburger helper shit. That makes you fart. It's got beans in it.
Yeah.
It's got beef and beans in it, which makes you fart and shit your ass off.
Yeah.
But you love it, Lantern. You love it. You love that hamburger helper, man. I love it. I like it too. I just haven't had it in a while. But yeah. Well, Mr. Lantern, if you ever come to visit me, or I ever come to visit you, I'll make us some hamburger helper.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Hey, Lantern.
What?
Damn.
Damn.
Pew.
Ew.
Let's hear the laugh, Lantern. Lantern, you're awesome, buddy. You're awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get back to the show, Lantern.
Okay.
All right, Shunk, bye. Shunk. Oh, Lantern is one funny motherfucker. He makes me laugh. Shunk. Yo, Kate. Kate says, well, hello, handsome. Well, hello, beautiful. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Vision says, Rip Torn should have won an Oscar for Freddy Got Fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Oh, look, honey, our son's a genius. He's rigged a pulley system to eat sausage while he does his stupid fucking drawings. That's the best scene out of Freddy Got Fingered, Visions. I'm sorry. I mean, there's other good scenes. Like the backwards man, that fucking scene's great. And then when he fights with his dad, but Daddy, would you like some sausage is by far the greatest scene for me. And it's the way Rip Torn does it. Oh, he's like so uninterested. He's like, oh, look, honey, our son's a genius. He's rigged a pulley system so he can eat sausage while he draws his stupid fucking drawings. It's fucking hilarious. I can't do the impression as good as him, Visions, but he's pretty damn hilarious. So I never knew his name, so his name is Rip Torn. Let me look him up. Because he was in Dodgeball. I don't know if he's retired from acting, but Rip Torn is, I think the last thing I saw him in was Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn and, what's the other guy? Ben Stiller. It's not that I don't believe you, Visions. I want to look up some information. Yeah, that is him. All right, so we were both on the same page. So he did RoboCop 3. He was in Men in Black. I don't know if he was in all 3 Men in Black, but I know he was in 1 and 2. He was in Dodgeball, Freddy Got Fingered. He was in Summer Rental. I mean, he's been in a lot. So yeah. I don't know if he's still alive though. Is he still alive? Let's see. Let me ask Google. Is Rip Torn still alive? Oh, he is. He is. Let's see here. Oh no! I'm sorry. He died. He died July. I misread it. He died July 9th, 2019. Damn, he was such a good actor. Damn, that sucks. Such a good actor, and he died at the age of 88. Damn, that sucks. Well, not only was he a good actor, Visions, but he was hilarious. Because he's hilarious as Scully in Summer Rental, and then he was hilarious in Dodgeball. He was like, necessary for me to drink my own urine? And then Vince Vaughn's like, not really. And he goes, no, it isn't. But I do it anyway because it's nice and sterile. And I fucking lose it every single time. Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? And Vince is like, I guess not. And he's like, no, but I do it anyway because it's nice and sterile. and then I'm on the floor fucking losing my mind because that's a funny bit of dialogue. Anyway. Wow, that was below the belt, Seamus. He says he's retired from life. Come on, Seamus. Show some respect, my friend. Don't say that. Don't say that. He was a good actor. He was a damn good actor. He must have done RoboCop 3 like when he was young, though, because he looks really young in RoboCop 3. Not that I'm saying RoboCop 3 is a bad movie. I just like RoboCop 1 and 2 a hell of a lot more than... I mean, RoboCop 3, not all of it sucks. Some of it sucks, but definitely RoboCop 1 and 2 are a hell of a lot better than number 3. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, I downloaded a movie he did called Tropic of Cancer, but I haven't watched it yet. Well, you know what? I've never even heard of that, Visions. Let me watch the trailer right now, and then we'll move on to the next movie review. Tropic of Cancer. Okay, I've never heard of it. He's a good actor, though. I'd say my two favorite things that he was ever in, Visions. I love his performance as Scully in Summer Rental. That's number one. And then the angry, pissed off dad in Freddy Got Fingered. I mean, all of his other acting roles are great, but those are two of my favorite. Oh, look, honey, our son's a genius. He's rigged a pulley system so he can work on his bullshit drawings. Oh, man, that guy's fucking hilarious. All right, Tropic. Let's try to find it. Tropic of Cancer trailer. All right, here we go. Let's see what this is all about. Damn! 1972. Wow, this is an old one. Well, then this must be one of his first Visions, because this is old. 1972. Holy shit. This is an old one. Wow. Good Lord. All right, well, let's have a little look-see. Here we go. Tropic of Cancer. Nice 70s music. I'm getting horror movie vibes. I don't know if it is a horror movie, buddy, but it's got that 70s horror music, and I don't know. I could be wrong, but the music sounded kind of like horror movie music, but let's continue.
You want some advice, Fred? Leave the island. You're in trouble as it is.
I can't tell if this is a horror movie or a drama, because, like, the guy was, like, really dramatic. He's like, hey, you want some advice? Leave the island. Now. So, I don't know if it's a drama. I don't know if it's a horror movie. It could be both. It could be a drama horror movie. I have no idea. It's interesting, though, so far.
Sounds fabulous. I don't care how dangerous it is. But you better leave it to me. Because if you try double-crossing us, you won't have any more red corpuscles, Granny.
This guy is like threatening this woman, and it's so weird. He's like got a knife to her, and she's in this office setting like, hey, you do what I say now, you fucking bitch.
It's very useful to have a broad that puts out. Right, Grace? Whore.
Right, Grace? You whore!
Come on, where's Kratz? I gotta find him.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't think this is a horror movie. It looks like a cheesy 70s action adventure movie, Visions. I mean, at first I thought with the music, I thought, oh, it could be a horror movie. As I keep watching this, because the trailer's 2 minutes and 51 seconds, and I'm at 1 minute and 49, the more I watch it, it looks more like a action adventure, really cheesy 70s music. I mean, a movie. So, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So far, the funniest bit is the guy with the cheesy, slick 70s shirt. He's like, yeah, it's so good for a woman that can actually put out. Right, Grace? Or whatever the fuck her name was. And then he, like, bitch slaps her across the face, which, that's not cool. You shouldn't hit women. But his phrase, yeah, it's always good when a lady puts out. Because he says it's so cheesy, and I was losing my fucking mind. But then he, like, kind of, like, shoves her face. You shouldn't hit a woman. So that part wasn't good, but, that line of dialogue was pretty fucking hilarious. It's got some great movie locations. They shoot a lot like on islands and beaches and water. So the areas, the movie locations, they look really exotic. They look really nice. Like a perfect place to take a vacation.
What they're going through, Grace, is some kind of Haitian matrimonial rite.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. I don't know. Maybe it is a horror movie. Now they're doing like an African chant, and there's these two guys laying naked on the ground, and they throw hot water like on their backs or some. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is weird. Damn. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's an action horror movie, because that was really graphic. They're all like, oh, like that, and then they're literally pouring like scalding water on two black naked guys laying on the ground, and he threw water on their backs. And then you heard the guy screaming like, ah! And I was like, damn, that's intense. So I don't know if it's a horror movie or an action movie, but that was fucking hilarious. But I did not see Rip Torn in it. I did not see Rip Torn in it at all. So if he is in that movie, Visions, maybe it's a very small part, because I did not see him once in that in that trailer. But very interesting trailer, my friend. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the chat. I've got like 2 windows open, so I can't see what you guys are saying. But anyway, all right. Let me catch up with the chat, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Flight Plan. All right. Let's see. Tropic of Cancer is also known as Northern Tropic. That's the wrong trailer. But the real one isn't very entertaining. Oh, did I get it wrong? Oh, shit. Rip Torn is from 1970, the one. Oh, well. Oh, shit. Well, Larry said it's called Northern Tropic. Is that? Oh, here, well, let me look it up. I thought that was the right one. My bad. All right, well, hang on. So it's Northern Tropic? Larry, is that what it's called? Ah, okay. Rip Torns is from 1970. Ah, okay. Well, my bad. Well, that one was pretty funny, Visions. You may want to look up the 1972 one. That one was pretty damn funny. All right, so Northern Tropic. 1970 trailer. All right, this should be it. Let's see here. I can't seem to find it. It may be that old. Huh. It's definitely not coming up. It just keeps coming up. The one I found, Larry. I can't seem to find it. Well, if anyone finds it, let me know, because now I'm curious. Let's see. I found Great White Hope, Waterloo, 1970. Let's see. I can't seem to find it. Looks like some weird shit Museum would like. Museum, that was Larry saying that, not me. Well, I can't seem to find it, Visions. The one, it must be real old, because, not every one that you guys suggest. Some of them are so old that they don't have a trailer, or they do have a trailer, but somebody hasn't uploaded it on YouTube. So I can't seem to find it. Oh, well, let's move on. Well, the one I found, Visions, is just as hilarious. Try Tropic of Cancer, 1972. It was all over the fucking map, man. Like, there was some horror movie aspects, and then there was some action. Then they start pouring, like, it looked like a mixture of, like, hot water and wax. And that's, and then they poured, like, it was like this African ritual, and he's like, oh, and they're screaming their heads off. And then they pour, like, this hot liquid water wax on two naked guys' backs, and they're screaming because scalding water is, like, hitting their back, like, I guess killing them, essentially, or burning the shit out of them. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in this fucking trailer? But check that one out, Visions. That one was funny. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but there's some crazy shit going on in this. So, yeah. Well, at least we got a giggle out of it. All right. Let's do Flight Plan next. Pretty good Jodie Foster. It's not her best work. I still think Silence of the Lambs is her best work. And I haven't even watched all the way through that. The bits I've seen of Silence of the Lamb is really good. But she played a real strong women role in this, and it's one of her best roles, but not her best role, but one of her best ones. She did a pretty good job in this one. So, Flight Plan. I would describe it as action-adventure. It's both. It's action-adventure / suspense thriller. And she plays an airline engineer. She designs and engineers new military aircraft for commercial flights. And it doesn't really explain if the terrorists killed her husband or if her husband really fell to his death. But essentially, she's flying home on this you can kind of see the airplane in the back, this massive airplane that she designed. And her husband is in the cargo hold, his coffin, and him. So he's down there. Her and her little daughter are flying to his hometown to do the funeral and all that. And she's the first one to board the plane, so nobody really sees her child. And she falls asleep, and when she wakes up, her kid is not in the seat with her. And so essentially, it's kind of like a whodunit and where and how, kind of like a mystery game. Like, well, who stole her kid? Who kidnapped her kid? Where did they put her? Where did they hide her? Is she still on the plane? Is she not on the plane? What the fuck's going on? And so the whole movie, it's basically her trying to figure out who kidnapped her daughter, where they put her daughter in the plane, because she yells at the captain, "We're in motion. We're at 45,000 feet. She just can't get off the fucking plane. She's on here." And they're like, "Well, nobody saw your daughter, ma'am. You were the first one to board the flight." She goes, "Yeah, I shouldn't have fell asleep. She was sitting in the seat next to me." And the terrorists, basically, they hide their tracks. Like, they kidnap the daughter, hide the daughter in the bottom of the airplane. They grab the ticket out of her purse, the daughter's ticket, and they hide her little bunny rabbit toy and her little backpack. So no one believes her. And then she's like, well, I don't care what you fucking believe. I know I'm not psychotic. I know I brought my daughter on. So I'm going to find my daughter, and I don't care what the fuck you say. I don't care what the fuck you say. You can believe me. You can not believe me, but I'm going to find my daughter. So eventually she convinces the captain to, like, search the ship. And throughout the whole search, then towards the end of the film, the terrorist reveals himself and says, look, here's the deal. The reason why I chose you is I'm holding your daughter hostage. And if you don't do exactly what I say, I've got a detonator in my pocket, and I'll detonate the whole plane. He goes, I want you to tell the captain that really it was all a ruse. Us looking for the daughter. The daughter doesn't exist when she really does. But that's his ruse, and I need you to get everybody off the plane. And if they don't get everyone off the plane, because he goes, I don't want to hurt anyone. He goes, but I need you because you're the engineer and you know this airplane. He goes, me and my accomplice want $50 million, and if it's not wired to this account, by the time we land, then I'm going to kill everybody, including your daughter. And so she has to outwit the terrorist. She has to outwit, because everyone is against her on the flight. Like, no, they're like, we didn't see your daughter. Nobody believes you. And then towards the end, for people that haven't seen it, I'm not gonna ruin the ending, but it's a great ending. So it's both. It's action adventure / suspense thriller, kind of whodunit. So whodunit movie. Whodunit movie. Again, I don't think it's her best role, and she also did she did a cameo on Little House on the Prairie. There you are. I'm almost done with season 6, guys. So in a couple of days, I'm going to be reviewing season 6 of Little House. So only a couple more seasons to go, and then I can start another sitcom. I don't know which sitcom next I'm going to do, but I want to get that one done. So I've got 7, 8, and 9. So 3 more seasons to go of Little House, and then 3 TV movies, because that's also in that big DVD box set. So yeah. Probably Kung Fu, because I'm in the middle of season 1. I'm probably going to finish Kung Fu. So yeah. But she did a cameo. She did an episode of Kung Fu. She did an episode of Little House on the Prairie. I think Kung Fu was one of her first acting experiences, I think, because she's really young in Kung Fu. Anyway, I would probably, but I think it's not her best role. Her best role was probably a Silence of the Lambs. But she plays a powerful role in this. It's still good. I'm gonna give it. It's not bad. It's not good. There are a couple boring parts in it, but it's a solid B+. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I'm kind of 50-50 on recommending it, because some people like those suspenseful thriller kind of whodunit, but it's all contained in an airplane. The only parts that are not contained in an airplane is the beginning when she walks to the aircraft and gets on, and then the ending where she gets off the aircraft. But most of the film is in a tube at 45,000 feet. So if you like those movies, so I'm going to write down I am 50-50 on recommending it. So I'm going to write, watch it if you want. So it wasn't her best role, but it was still enjoyable. It's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is definitely a B+. So yeah. So my 2 favorite scenes, probably when she outsmarts the terrorist and she kills the terrorist. I'm not going to tell you how she kills the terrorist because I don't want to ruin the film, but she kills the terrorist. That's probably one of my favorite scenes. Kills the terrorist. My second favorite is when the action really starts, when she realizes, at first she just thinks, oh, well, my daughter probably just got up out of her seat and she's either playing with some other children on the flight, or maybe she went to the bathroom. But once she asks all the people, and once she finds out, well, nobody's seen my daughter, nobody's seen She's not in the bathroom. She's not playing with other children on the flight. That's when the action really kicks up. Because then she kicks into overdrive, and she just starts going ballistic on the plane. So I would say that's my second favorite scene, because that's when she starts to intensely accuse people. She gets the captain involved. She starts searching the ship like a mad fucking crazy lady. So searching the ship is probably my second favorite, because the way they do it. Let's see. Vision says LOL. Did I say something funny? Why are you laughing, Visions? Oh, what Larry said? Well, that was a while ago. So either you're laughing at me and I said something funny, or you're laughing at Larry. I'm just curious. I didn't know what you were laughing at, but LOL, Vision said. So those are my two favorite scenes. And like I said, it's an alright movie. I give it a B+, but watch it if you want to, because I'm kind of 50-50, because there are some boring parts, but there is a lot of action in it, but there are some boring parts, so watch it if you want to. So yeah. And give me 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Just go ahead and check out my Jurassic Park cup. I got it at Walmart for $8. $8, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I am back. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm a little tired, excuse me. All right. And then last and final, I did Ryan Reynolds' Buried. Again, this is another movie that takes place in a confined area. He's buried. The whole movie takes place with him buried in a coffin. And they just do different angles inside the coffin. And it's not like a real fancy coffin. It's like one of those old-fashioned, like, wood-boxed coffins. You never see anything out of the coffin. It's all inside the coffin. So, yeah. So, it's I like when people do different things in films. It feels more like an independent film. It feels like more like a like something that somebody would make in film school. Like, I went to film school for 4 years. It's got that feeling of, hey, we don't have much money, so we have to find a way to have just one actor in a confined area. And I like when people take risks in film, because, you know, the older we get as humans, people keep Hollywood rehashes and rehashes and rehashes. I just said this to Vision a couple nights ago. What did I say, Vision? I said, yeah, the whole super movie thing. I like superhero movies, but I like it when they, like, let's say, like, we've all heard of, like, this superhero, but they haven't made a movie about his origin story. Great! Make a movie about his origin story, but like the Avengers, that's getting a little old. Now we're up to like 4 or 5 Avenger movies. You know, I'm just like, dude, make some new shit. Make some new... Alright, I have no problem making superhero movies. I mean, I love Fears Man. I like Superman. But see, that like the Superman movie, they're making a new Superman movie about something different about his character. That's fine because they're adding something new. They're adding something new to his character. But they just keep, the other superhero movies, they just keep rehashing the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I like it when movies try different things, try new things, and they tried a lot of new things. I think this is the first movie that they did someone in a coffin. I don't think they had done that before. So yeah, and it's literally one actor. There's no one else. You hear people's voices because he finds a phone inside the coffin. So the only other actors that you hear are on the phone, but he's the only physical actor that you see on film. So yeah. So here we go. So Buried. I really like it when films try different things. So Buried, I'm gonna give it a it was a very interesting film. I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it. It's been on my shelf for years. I haven't watched it in quite a long time. I'm gonna give it a B+ too. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it's a required taste. Like if you only like seeing one actor on film, then you're gonna love it. So yeah. So there are some boring parts in it, but again, there's not many boring parts in it. Again, I like when films do something different instead of the same old bullshit, you know. So actually, you know what? It's better. It's better than a B+. I'm gonna give it. It's almost an A. I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it an 8.8 out of 10. So it's still a B+. So 8.8 out of 10. I'm going to write down the director tried something new because I don't think anyone else has done I think someone after this movie has tried the coffin movie, but I think this was the first one. Tried something new. I would label it a suspense thriller. It's not really an action movie. It's all kind of a less is more. And then it gets a little suspenseful when you find out why he's stuck in the coffin, which I'm going to tell you guys in a minute. So I would say it's a suspense thriller. Even though it's a guy in a coffin the whole movie, I really liked it. Even though it's a B+, I am going to recommend this one. So, Visions, everybody else, Visions, you like horror movies like I do. You like action movies like I do. I would recommend it. At least watch it once. I mean, I enjoyed it. I definitely did enjoy it. So, I would... Let's see. I almost said Bukkake, excuse me. Bo Seamus says, I got a trailer for you, Fears. Skinned Deep. Warwick Davis. I'll look it up right after this. I would recommend it. My 2 favorite scenes, probably he finds a bunch of supplies at the bottom of the coffin, like next to his legs, and he opens it up, and he's like, well, someone put me in here for a purpose because they gave me supplies. He has a little can of water. There's like 2 glow sticks in there. There's a flashlight. There's a knife. There's a lighter. And, oh God, what else is in the bag? Something else, I can't remember, but he finds those tools to kind of help him out throughout the whole film. And what's really cool is the stuff in that bag lights the whole movie. And I watched the behind the scenes. He goes, whatever light that Ryan Reynolds uses is how we lit the film. He goes, we did not put any extra light in there. So, again, that kind of gives me the feeling of like, hey, it's a low-budget film. We don't have much money. Feels kind of like something that somebody would make in film school. You know, I'm surprised me and all my film school buddies didn't think of that idea. So, my first favorite scene is when he finds the supplies. So, finding the supplies to help him. And then my second, when you finally, I'm not going to tell you guys, in case anybody wants to watch this film, I like when he finally realizes why he's stuck in the coffin and what these people are doing to him. Because it's kind of a surprise, but then it's not. Because he's like, well, I'm in this area doing a job, and I never thought this would happen by me doing this job, but it makes sense why someone would kidnap me and put me 6 feet under in a coffin. And he's just a normal guy, just doing a normal job. And these people that commit this crime think he's something else. And he's like, I'm not that. I'm just a normal guy trying to make some money to support my family. I've got 2 kids. I've got a wife. I'm nobody. I'm the average Joe. And then these criminals are like, bullshit. We know exactly who you are. And he's like, you're a liar. He goes, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. It goes, I'm nobody. So that's my second favorite scene. Finding out why he is in the coffin. And to be honest, Fears has actually been in a coffin before. You guys have, I think the whole community has seen the photo. I was at that Halloween and Attractions film. I walked by some guy's booth, and he says, hey, you want to jump in this coffin and do this coffin experience? And I look at the guy, I'm like, what is it? He goes, we've made an interactive game out of a coffin. And I was like, well, tell me what it is. And he said, well, basically, he goes, we put speakers at the top of the coffin. We put speakers at the bottom of the coffin. He goes, you get in. And he goes, underneath the coffin was like this thing that makes the coffin bounce up and down. And he said, it's essentially kind of a ride, but kind of a game. And I said, all right. I said, well, what is it? I said, what is it? And he said, well, you get in, and the speakers are close to your ears, and there's speakers at the bottom of your feet, so it makes it echo through the whole coffin. And he goes, it's the experience of being buried alive. And so I got in it. They closed the door, and I said, well, it's going to get hot in there. I said, is there enough air? Because I was afraid to get in this thing. And he goes, trust me, there's enough air in there. He goes, the ride only lasts like 3 minutes. And I was like, okay. 3 minutes was enough for me. I don't intend to be in a coffin until the day I die, which then it won't matter because I'll be dead. But it got really hot, really quick, and so I kind of know what it feels like to be buried alive because the speakers came on and you hear these 2 guys talking, and he's like, hey, this guy just died. We got to bury him quick so we can get to the casino. And then all of a sudden the coffin started bouncing up and down like they were kind of like, shuffling me down. And then you hear there was a bunch of thuds like on the top of the coffin, and I could hear it thud, and that was supposed to be the dirt like coming on it. And so it was kind of a cool interactive ride, but I was super sweaty once they opened up the coffin. He goes, hey man, what'd you think? And I was like, yeah, it was fun, but it was hot. It was definitely hot. And he goes, well, yeah, that's all part of the experience. And then he's like, are you thirsty? I was like, yeah, just a little bit. And the guy gave me some ice water, and then thank God it was air conditioned at that convention, and I cooled off pretty quick, but damn. So yeah, so I kind of know what it's like to be buried alive. Would I do that ride again? Probably not. But, so yeah, but I just did it I didn't film it. Somebody took a picture of me going like this in the coffin before they shut the door. You guys have all seen it. Some of the trolls posted it in the Discord. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah. So I'm going to write down got the feels, got the vibe. It feels like a independent film. independent film. Something you'd make at film school. I thought Ryan Reynolds totally did a good job because that's pretty hard on an actor. The only people that you hear in the film is the people that he calls on the. That's the other thing that he finds. I'm sorry. That's the other thing that he finds in the sack is the cell phone, and the cell phone doesn't even have a full battery. I think it's got it starts with 4 bars, and he gets down to 1 bar, and then. Well, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but that's the other thing that he finds in the sack with him is the cell phone. So you hear other actors, but you never see any other actors. He's just on the phone, not the whole movie, but almost the whole movie because he's trying to call people like, "Get me the hell out of this box, help me, find me." Like he goes, "I don't know where the hell I am, but I'm stuck in this coffin. You got to help me out." So yeah. So I gave it an 8.8 out of 10. I definitely would check it out. Even though it's a B+, it's not a complete 10 out of 10, but it's still an interesting film. Again, it's got that independent quality feel, like something that you would find that somebody would make at film school. So, and plus I like I said, I like it when different directors, different filmmakers try something new because I'm sure you guys are the same way. You get sick and tired of the same bullshit. You watch it, you're like, yeah, I've seen this a million times. Oh, I've seen this, I've seen that. They just rehash the same bullshit, So I kind of liked that they tried something new with this film. It wasn't a 10, but at least they tried something new, So, but now I have watched it before, but again, I haven't seen the film in years, so I kind of forgot about some scenes, so it's been sitting on the shelf for years, my friends. But I have never reviewed it for you guys, so I thought, I'll definitely review it for the fans. So check it out. Check it out. All right, let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat here. Oh wow, Visions. I'm not gonna read that joke. That didn't really make sense. Maybe French people. Oh Lord. Looks like Skin Deep is on Tubi. Nice. I've seen this one. I'm gonna watch Hellraiser. I may give Hellraiser another chance. I got through part 1 and then part 2. I thought there was only 5, but last night, Bukaki Vision said, "Oh, Fears. There's a hell of a lot more than 5 Hellraisers." So, Visions, how many Hellraisers are there? I'm curious. How many are there, total? Let me know. Is it any good, Bukaki? I've been looking for it. The effects look great. Check out the TV movie Buried Alive. One of my favorites. Okay. Well, I'll watch those trailers in a minute. I always find good shit on Tubi. Vision says, it's okay, it was stupid. Alright, fair enough. I'm just curious how many Hellraisers there are. Alright, so let's see. What do I need to watch? Skin Deep. So Bo Shamus said that. Skin Deep. And then I'll watch that TV thing that Crumbles just said. Alright. Let's see if any of these make the list. Let's see if they make the list. Bukaki, I've already ordered The Park Is Mine. I cannot wait. Ever since I saw that trailer, Tommy Lee looks fucking amazing in that movie. The movie looks fucking amazing. He's kicking ass. He's taking names. And he's running around like a wild beast. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, he's an action hero. He's a vet gone wild. So I'm like, I cannot wait to see this, man. It's going to be good. Because the trailer looked amazing. All right, Skinned Deep. Let's see if I can find this. Skinned Deep trailer. I've never heard of this one. So let's have a little look-see. Oh, 2004. Okay, so it's not. It's old, but it's not like 1980s old. Okay. Okay. Oh, they also have a cartoon series called Skin Deep, but that's not Skinned. It's Skin Deep is the 2025 cartoon movie, and then the one that you're talking about is called Skinned Deep, 2004. Okay, well, let's have a little looky.
From the special effects creator of Leprechaun, Gabe Bartolos, comes a new icon of terror. They came to the country for peace.
Oh, damn, that guy's face, Buscemius, he has like this metal smile. Damn, that guy looks freaky. I'm not scared, I'm just saying he looks freaky.
Family and I were out on a little vacation, and one of our tires blew out.
My house is right across the street.
You people are really so nice out here.
But in this town, nothing is what it seems.
Oh man, it's giving me Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. The mother, Bo Seamus, is like, oh, I just live across the street. Yeah, of course you guys can use the phone. Oh god, here we go. Well, I go across the street, and I guarantee you something very bad's gonna happen. Oh shit.
Secrets can kill.
Oh damn. Man, that metal face is going nuts, Bo Seamus. Warwick Davis is in this. You know, he's no stranger to horror movies. He made 7, 8 of those Leprechaun movies, so that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Into the face of evil. And pray for your soul.
Damn, that lady's hand gets blown to smithereens. Oh, man. This is bloody. It's not as bloody as Terrifier, but it's bloody. Damn! Oh, shit. Damn, this guy with the metal face is killing everyone in sight. I mean, everyone. Damn!
Featuring the music of Captain Sensible from the hit TV
Lord.
show The Young Ones. Introducing the Surgeon General.
Alright, so that's his name, the Surgeon General. Well, the Surgeon General, he knows how to slice and dice some motherfuckers. Oh my lord.
Actor Baby, The Brain, and featuring the star of Harry Potter and Willow, Warwick Davis as Plates. Meet the Surgeon General. Skin deep. Obey your fears.
Yeah, Skin Deep, that is no joke, man. He doesn't just skin deep them. I mean, he's like butchering them. Like, wow. Interesting. Very interesting, Bo Seamus. Oh, my lord. All right, what was the other one? Crumble said, check out the TV movie Buried Alive, 1990. One of my favorites. All right, let me check it out real quick. I'll check it out. Buried Alive, 1990. All right. Let's see here. Buried Alive. Let's see, 1990 trailer. Hopefully there is a trailer. You said it's a TV movie. Sometimes that's hard to find. Let's see here. Oh, here it is, halfway down the page. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's got that guy, Crumbles. It's that guy that plays Otter out of Animal House. Oh, wow. That's fucking cool. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that played Otter, like the ladies' man, the guy that gets hooked up with the hot ass chick, you know, out of Animal House. That guy, the guy that plays like the ladies' man. Oh, wow. That's cool. Cool. All right, well, let's watch this.
This is a toxin.
How does it work?
The recipient has a cardiac arrest.
Oh my God, that fucking guy out of Ghostbusters is in this. The guy. So Otter from Animal House is in this, and then Crumbles, the fucking guy that plays like, kind of like the douchebag lawyer guy. You know, you can have it your way, Mr. Venkman. That guy. You know, the guy with the beard. Then he plays the prick. He plays a lot of pricks. He plays the prick, the news reporter prick out of what the hell is it? It's got Bruce. What is it? I'm having a brain fart. What the fuck is that movie called? Die Hard. He plays the news reporter prick out of Die Hard 1 and 2. Wow, that's interesting. Oh my lord. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Oh wow. That was 2 good cameos. Oh, nice. Okay. So we're off to a good start with Buried Alive.
Quick and clean. It's almost tasteless. You can put it in his food. You can put it in a drink. Whatever.
I never knew murder could be so pure.
Oh, wow. Wow. This does look good, Crumbles. I'm going to add it to the list. I would put it on my phone, but my phone's over there, and I hate to turn it on because then the idiot troll will call me. So I'm going to add it on this list. Buried Alive 1990. All right. Oh, wait, this ain't the list. Here's the list, because I threw it over there. That looked pretty good. Pretty good, my friend. Thank you for the recommendation, Crumbles. All right, so Buried Alive 1990. I'm running out of room on the list. So many referrals, so many more movies to go. I'll try to get to as many as possible. So we crossed off. How many did we cross off the list today? We crossed off 2. I crossed off Basket Case. I haven't watched it yet, but at least it's off the list. And then I crossed off The Hills Have Eyes 2. Still need to get The Hills Have Eyes 1. And then Rosemary's Baby. So we crossed off 3 off the list. Hell yeah. Nice. Definitely making some progress. All right. That was pretty good. I liked Buried Alive. That was pretty cool. And to have 2 big actors in it, the guy that played Otter, and then the guy that plays the lawyer prick out of Ghostbusters, my favorite film, and then Die Hard. Nice recommendations, Crumbles. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Pretty cool shit, man. And it looked like, even though it was filmed in the 90s, Crumbles, it didn't look like a TV movie to me. It looked like a full-on movie. And it looked really, really well filmed and really well, like, typical horror movie shit, you know? Like, it's a dark and stormy night. It's raining, crash of lightning. I was like, oh, shit, here we go. Blue Khaki says, I'm downloading Buried Alive 2. Don't think I've seen it before. It looks good. The Surgeon General knows how to party. Oh, yeah. I mean, he was slicing motherfuckers. Vision says, sounds neat. Oh, it does, Visions. Both of them. The Surgeon General was slicing and dicing motherfuckers. And then Buried Alive looked good. Looked really good. So it's on the list, Crumbles. It is on the list. Again, I don't think it's a... I'm sure it is a TV movie, but it doesn't look like a TV movie. It looks like a full-fledged movie. I mean, they had props in it. They had good actors in it. Total horror movie shit. Oh, dark and stormy night. Oh, God, what's going to happen now? You know? So, yeah, look good. Look damn good. All right. Moving right along. It's getting late. I don't know if we're going to get to the Lego build because it's already 1:36 and I got to be at work tonight at 4 o'clock. So, I think I'm going to end with the books that I have read, and I'm going to refer you guys to some books that I've read. So let me. I've got all the books that I have read on my Facebook, and I'll do some recommendations. So yeah. And then I think I'm gonna call it a night. Because I'm getting a little tired, so I don't know if I'll have a chance to watch a movie tomorrow. That's why I saved Forbidden Planet for tomorrow, so I've got something to review tomorrow. But Visions, I told you on the stream last night, I only had like 25 minutes left. Now that I've watched it, it's good, buddy. It's old. They made it in, what was it, 1956 or 19... God, they make this fucking writing. How are you supposed to read? Like, I can read this shit. I can read this shit. How the fuck are you supposed to read that little shit? And I've got my contacts, and it's so fucking small. You know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to look it up. It's either 1956 they made it, or 1957. When was Forbidden... Well, if I could write, Forbidden Planet made. I was right. March 15th, 1956. So I knew it was one of it. It says Forbidden Planet is a 1956 American classic science fiction action film from Metro Mayer, produced by Nicholas Nakfay and directed by Fred Wilcox, from a script by Cyril Hume that was based on a film story by Alan Alder. It stars Walter Pidgeon, Annie Francis, and Leslie Nielsen. And it's weird to see him, Visions, with brown hair. Because we all know him from, Wrongfully Accused. We've known him, Naked Gun. Then he played in that parody movie, superhero movie. The same people that made Scary Movie made a parody film called... They take all the superhero movies, and he's in that, so... And then he was in Creepshow. I think that's the only horror movie he ever did. I could be wrong. And then he was in Airplane and all that shit. So it's really weird to see him with brown hair because he was really young when he made Forbidden Planet. Because it was 1956. And look at him. Isn't it weird to see him with brown hair? I mean, it's cool. Because that's like the most earliest film of his career that I've seen. But we all know him with like the gray and white hair because he did a lot of movies up until he died, which was, I think, in the late 2000s he died. I can't remember. But now that I've seen the whole thing, Visions, because you said, hey, let me know if it's good or not, Fears. All of it's good. So I told you last night, so far it's good. Now that I've finished the whole movie and I'm going to review it tomorrow, it's damn good. I recommend it, Visions. So download that, Forbidden Planet, 1956. I highly recommend it. I'm going to review it tomorrow, my friends. Hell yeah. Very good. Tonight's watch, though, if I get to a movie watch, let's pick something out of the new one, shall we? If I don't have time to watch it tonight, then I'll watch it tomorrow before the stream. Because I'm probably going to do a stream tomorrow. And then it's Lanterns Day tomorrow, so I'll probably be on Lantern Show. So if I have chance to watch something tonight, let's watch Needful Things. If I get time, I'm gonna watch this tonight, or I'll watch it before tomorrow's stream. So there you are. There you go. Bam. There you go. Let's see. Vision says, funny how funny how many serious films he made, and they went all slapstick. Yeah, no. Well, he did half and half visions. He did some serious films because when he made Forbidden Planet, even though it's all three. It's sci-fi, it's action adventure. It's not a thriller, and it's not a horror movie. It's sci-fi, action adventure, and it's a suspense thriller. It's all three: suspense thriller, action adventure, and a sci-fi film. It's not horror, but he plays it straight. He's a serious actor in it, and he's real young. I don't know if that was his first film, but it's one of his first films because he looks so young. He looks like he's maybe 25 to 30 in Forbidden Planet. And again, it looks so weird to see him with brown hair because we all love and know him from all Airplane and all the slapstick comedies and all that crap. And then I never knew that he could play like a scary guy. He straight up terrified me in Creepshow. Like, he wants revenge on that guy for betraying him, and like the guy has an affair with his wife. Well, he kills his wife in the sand, kills the guy that's having sex with his wife in the sand. He's like, I'm going to kill you, Richard. You hear me? I'm going to kill you. And then the water hits him in the face, and he's like, you better hold your breath. I think his name's Larry or something. I think his name's Larry in Creepshow. He's like, you better hold your breath. Then the zombie corpses are like, hold your breath. And he's like, I can hold my breath for a very long time. And the zombies do the same shit to him, and then he ends up dying in the sand, you know, with the ocean hitting him. But man, he's creepy as all hell in Creepshow. Oh my God. So he's a good actor. He can do funny, he can do serious, he can do slapstick, and he can scare the hell out of fears in Creepshow. Creepshow is scary. It's not the most scariest movie I've ever seen, but I never knew Leslie Nielsen could play. He really wants revenge on his wife and then the guy that has an affair with his wife, you know, and he gets away with murder for a while, and then the corpses come back and I'm like, oh yeah, what? Oh fuck me, you're gonna kill me? Well, guess what? I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. He tries to shoot them, and I'm like, dude, what's that gonna do? They're dead, lifeless corpses walking towards you. And he shoots his dead wife and the dead guy like a couple times in the chest. And they eventually get him and put him in the sand. And I'm like, oh, well, you're fucked now, you know. So, hell yeah. That is, though, funny, though. He did a lot of serious stuff, but then he did a lot of slapstick stuff. And Wrongfully Accused is kind of a slapstick comedy and a parody of The Fugitive, if I'm being honest, Visions. Because they straight up make fun of the, you know, like where the train flies off the tracks of The Fugitive, and it cuts to Harrison Ford's feet, because his arms are linked to handcuffs, and then he's got leg handcuffs on his legs, and he's trying to run with the fucking handcuffs on his legs, and then he darts out of the way. They do the same scene in Wrongfully Accused, but then they do a parody of it, and the train keeps going, like, eventually, like, not the plane, excuse me, the train eventually stops in The Fugitive. Well, the train keeps going in Wrongfully Accused way after it flies off the tracks, and he's like, oh shit. So, he did some pretty funny shit in his time, but you already download the Buried Alive thing, Visions, and the other one, the Tropic Island Cancer, whatever. Download Forbidden Planet. I'm telling you, you're going to love it, buddy. It's a great sci-fi movie. Anyone that hasn't seen it, you'll get Fears' full analysis, full review tomorrow, but it's a good one. It's definitely a good one. It's pretty good. One of my favorite things that he's been in, for sure. It's a good old sci-fi. It takes place in the future. It doesn't really tell you when in the future. It's definitely not the not too distant future. It takes place, I would say it takes place maybe 100 years in the future from now. But not the not too distant future would be like 5 years, 10 years. It's way past that. I would say it's probably, it doesn't really give you a date in the film. I would say it's anywhere from 100 to 200 years in the future from this point. But yeah, but it's got that 50s vibe on it. So yeah. So yeah, the guy that played Chucky in Child's Play died yesterday. Really? Damn. That sucks. Wow. I forgot his name. Let me before I end the stream, let me look it up. Well, that sucks because I love those Chucky movies. Damn. Everybody's dying. That sucks, man. Who played Chucky in the film Child's Play? Let's see here. Oh, Ed Gale. Ed Gale, Chucky actor in Child's Play movies, dies at 61. Damn, I think he also played in what's that movie with the fucking duck? He wears a shirt and a tie. I think he played I've got it in my, what the fuck is it? I've got the movie in my collection. Oh, Howard. I think he played Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck's right there. Because he's kind of a superhero, kind of. Because Marvel has a Howard the Duck, so he's kind of a superhero. That's why it's in my, all of this and this and this is my superhero area. So yeah, I think he played in Howard the Duck. Wow. That sucks, Visions. Damn. It's a shame. Everyone that we all grew up with, they're all dying. Well, Ed Gale, R.I.P. Rest in peace, my friend. You did some great work in Howard the Duck and Child's Play. Way to go, buddy. That sucks. That sucks that he passed away. Damn. And at 61, that's still kind of young, man. Damn. That sucks. That's quacktastic. Oh, it is. I love Howard the Duck. And it's got the girl from, I wish I could remember these people's names. The girl that was in all three Back to the Futures. I think her name's Beverly something. She played in 2 episodes of Tales from the Crypt from the 1990s. She was in all 3 Back to the Future movies. She's in Howard the Duck. She was in Space Camp, the movie, which I still need to get in my collection on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. So yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. He did a lot of cool horror movies, and he played in Howard the Duck. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, R.I.P. R.I.P. Damn, that sucks. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry I didn't get to the second part of the Lego build, but I'll try and do it tomorrow. So if there's time tonight, I'm going to watch Needful Things. I know it's a horror movie. I know it's got Ed Harris in it, and he's a great actor. His performance in The Abyss is fucking mind-blowing. You know what? Let's watch Needful Things, the trailer, because I just went by, I read the back of it when I was in Barnes & Noble Visions. I read the back. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty interesting. I said, oh, shit, it's got Ed Harris in it. Hell yeah, The Abyss. And then I thought the front cover was kind of funny, because you guys know me. Sometimes when I'm in vintage stock, sometimes I go by just the cover. If it's got a hilarious, like, horror movie cover, like demons and shit, you know. The only one that I messed up on was that piece of crap fucking Ski Patrol shit. That is the most boringest piece of shit. I should take it back, Visions. I should take that fucking movie on my next trip, go into vintage stock, flick on my GoPro and be like, hey, I want my money back. Fuck Ski Patrol. Just take it back. I should. I won't, because I know for a fact they won't give me my money back, but I should. That would be funny, because the guy at Vintage Stock in St. Peters, Missouri, he knows me by name, because anytime I go on a trip, I bought like 50 movies. I think last time I was in town, I bought a shitload from Vintage Stock, because just like that Barnes & Noble down here, they've got like every horror movie from the 70s, 80s, 60s, 50s, 90s on 4K or on Blu-ray, and I'm talking about some gems, man. Some old ones. So anytime I go there, it never disappoints except for Ski Patrol. Ski Patrol can kiss my motherfucking ass. Anyway, let's watch Needful Things, the trailer, and then I'm gonna mosey on out of here because I've never seen the trailer. I should have watched the trailer before I bought it, but I was at Barnes & Noble first, and it looked hilarious. So, all right, here we go. Needful Things trailer. I don't even know when they made this. Let's see here. 1993, so it's not an 80s movie, it's a 90s movie. All right, here we go. Needful Things. Here we go.
Buckle up, coconut.
It's a sunny day.
All right, here we go.
Castle Rock Entertainment and Stephen King invite you to visit Castle Rock, Maine.
I like the music. That dun 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 dun. I don't know what that name of that music is called, but it sounds good. Sounds good. And it's associated with Stephen King, and I love Stephen King's movies and books. Hell yeah. So we're off to a good start, my friend. We are off to a good start.
Castle Rock Entertainment and Stephen King invite you to visit Castle Rock, Maine, a quiet little town whose population has just increased by 1.
Do you believe in the devil, Father? I guess I have to. We can't have one without the other. What's he look like?
Oh my god, that fucking old guy. He was in Star Trek. The guy that plays the preacher, Visions. Oh my... I don't know his name, but he did like 2 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, and then he played a villain in 2 episodes of the old MacGyver. As soon as I saw his face, I was like, I don't know your name, but he played a great villain in the original MacGyver series. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome.
How does he look like?
May I take this opportunity to welcome you to Castle Rock on the good Lord's behest? Why not?
So where are you from?
Ohio. I've been in this business a long time, and I have learned the pleasure of offering my customers what they really need.
He came here to destroy us.
Oh, you wussy.
There have been 2 murders and an attempted suicide in this quiet little town, and Mr. Leland Garner's at the bottom of it.
This looks pretty good so far. My interest is definitely peaked. My interest is definitely sparked. So seems like it was a good flick that I bought so far.
You're disgusting. I like that in a person. Everybody that's got it coming is going to get it now. The young carpenter from Nazareth? I know him well.
I know this music, but I just don't know the name. If anyone knows the name, it's a famous song. It doesn't have any words in the song. It's just a great tune. If anyone knows the tune, let me know, because I like this tune in the background. It's a pretty good song.
Promising young man, but he died badly. A famine here, a flood there, a little bloodlust, a broken heart. You can't win. I've got God on my side.
Wow, lots of explosions in this, so it's kind of like an action movie / horror movie. The best of both worlds. Hell yeah. It's hitting all the points. Action, horror. Ed Harris is a great fucking actor. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely high up on the list. Ed Harris is a great. It's got some Stephen King vibes to it, you know. Hell yeah. Anything that Stephen King is wrote, except for Children of the Corn. I fucking hated Children of the Corn. Visions, you know my thoughts on Children of the Corn. Everyone was like spicing. Oh yeah, Fierce, you're gonna love Children of the Corn. You're gonna love it. I watch it. I'm like, Children of the Corn is fucking boring as all hell. And I watched it not once. I watched it twice. I was like, oh, I'll give it another go. I watched it again. Not recently, ages ago, whenever I got it, and it's still crap. It's still garbage. So, Stephen King, if you ever see this live, I like everything that you've done except for Children of the Corn. So, yeah. Anyway, let's finish this. But so far, Needful Things. I'm enjoying it.
We're having fun now. How's it going? I killed my wife. Is that wrong? Hey, these things happen.
Coming soon, Needful Things to a theater near you, 1993. All right. I'm probably gonna give that. I'll give that trailer a 9.1 out of 10. Looked pretty good. I was definitely digging it. Definitely digging it. So yeah, pretty cool. All right. Well, that's a good place to end the stream, my friends. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully all that drama bullshit will quiet down now that the troll on that stupid show. I'm not calling Aiden stupid, but what they did on the show was fucking stupid. Now that they've got it out of their system, hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully now that they realize that they didn't get me mad, because I just thought it was fucking hilarious for some idiot troll to waste his time and waste his life and call me in the middle of the day like a fucking psychopath. Now that they've got it out of their system, hopefully that idiot will never call me again. I know that's wishful thinking, but I even said it on the call. I'm like, you don't want to be a bad guy. Come on. Don't be a bad guy. Don't be a troll. You don't want to be a bad guy, do you? And he didn't say that he won't ever be a bad guy, but hopefully that idiot grows up and doesn't do it again. He probably will, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Alex says, bye, Fears. Bye, everybody. Alex, peace out. So, as always, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you, you guys will see me twice tomorrow. You'll see me on my show before Lantern's show, and then you'll see me on Lantern's show tomorrow. So, stream it on Lantern's channel tomorrow as always. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Bo Sheamus on YouTube. Will Bo Sheamus ever get that hair? I hope so. Bo Sheamus, you've been asking Lantern for that hair for quite a while. Woo-wee! Be sure to subscribe to Boo Khaki on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to Crumbles on YouTube. That's right. That's right, y'all. Be sure to subscribe to Fangirl Kate on YouTube. And last, but certainly not least, follow the host with the most on FearsMan26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. And Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I want to hear from you. Send that fan mail. I haven't gotten any fan mail in quite a while. Cannot wait to get some fan letters from the fan. All right. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces.